Our next question for Dante and Sandra. What alternative funding models are available?
So I think, as Sandra rightly said earlier, that there is a proliferation right now of alternative funding models. Some of them are very, very innovative and not entirely available around the world, but we could look. If you look ahead 5 years, I think models like crowdfunding are very compelling, and they present an opportunity where the playing field is leveled completely. Any organization that has access to a crowdfunding platform of any size can effectively get their product or their business on that platform and try to raise capital that way. But in addition to that, one of the areas that I like a lot is to use the crowd mechanism to test whether your product has interest in the market. So sort of if Pelcor was developing a brand new product, perhaps a beautiful briefcase that I would love to buy, putting that product in sort of a beta test in one of these platforms to see if there's sufficient demand from consumers is probably a more interesting funding source than trying to get investors who love your business model. So that's one evolution that I think we'll continue to see evolving around the world. Another one that is more pragmatic and practical is for small businesses and entrepreneurs to tie up to established companies. So many large firms around the world, if you look at their supply chains and if you look at all of the firms that feed into their products, often those companies are supporting a very, very large supply chain and an ecosystem of smaller businesses. And that's a readily available source of capital that in many respects is completely global as well. And often the entrepreneurs will have readier access to those decision makers in larger companies to try and promote and sell their products to support those bigger firms. And so it's an all ship rising kind of situation.